Up next on Lion TV, we have Kat with a brand new Lion of the Week, and David has some news on the start of the next football season and their recent victory against Batesville.
And I'm Bo Bramlett, here to give our latest college football news. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, Cersei. Welcome back to Lion TV. I'm Reagan Tyler.
And I'm Kaya Fortune. We hope everyone has had a good day so far. Let's start off with these morning announcements.
Students who turn 16 are required to have a second meningitis shot. Visit the school nurse for more information.
All students arriving late must check into the East or West office. This does not apply for students who have internships, just those who arrive late or have a medical excuse.
Ninth graders, the deadline to sign up for the pre-ACT is October 3rd. And the dues are $20. Visit room 326 for more details.
If you are interested in joining FCCLA, you have until September 30th. The dues to join are $15, and you'll have to see Ms. Johnston's in room 104.
Hey Kaya, it's that time of year again, football season.
I know, I'm excited. David Hodges caught up with the team to ask them how their season's going.
With a new year starts a new football season, and this one seems pretty promising for us Lions, with many good remarks from the coach and players themselves. The team spirit is up, and our performance will take our scoreboard higher.
Season I'm really optimistic for. It's really in the hands of our players. If they're willing to work and do what's required of them, I think that we have limitless potential. But it's really up to them and what they want to do and the leaders on the team. So really excited.
Teamwork is an important part of being a football player. You must communicate clearly with your teammates and treat them with respect. Our Lions understand these values, and our team has a great environment.
Team chemistry is really good. We have a bunch of guys. Sometimes they can get a little goofy, but they're super competitive, and that's really fun to see them compete day to day.
Our team chemistry is pretty great. You know, we have a lot of excitement. You know, we're hyped, we're amped, we're ready to play. You know, we just have to ball out, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think we're mentally prepared for everything we're going to do. You know, we're pretty great. You know, we've been putting the work in on and off the field. We've been doing everything right. The D-line has been perfect this year. You know, we have a good amount of depth for all the positions. So, yeah.
Nice job.
The Lions have a good roster of players. Many of them have good potential for their futures with their skill and their teamwork. The old players aren't the only ones with the spotlight either. The new freshmen are showing some promising plays.
I think we have a really good, young, talented football team. I specifically coach the D-line and just really optimistic for the potential that they have this year.
Our Lions really shined the other night against Batesville. They showed excellence with a score of 45-7, an amazing showcase of their skills and a great start to the football season. As you can see, our Lions are prepped and ready to dominate this football season. Back to the news desk.
That was interesting hearing from Coach Ashburn. Thank you, David.
Good luck, Cersei Lions, tonight.
A teen from Arkansas has been adopted after spending 15 years in the foster care system. He spent 5,429 days in the system and was the longest waiting person in the Arkansan foster system. The Dietrich family said the Lord made it very clear that we were supposed to all out adopt him.
After winning a recent women's trophy in New York, Romanian tennis player Soraya Sârski has had her trophy stolen from her hotel room during the U.S. Open. She said, "Whoever stole my Cleveland trophy from room 314 at the 50th Honesty, please give it back. It has no material value, but it holds a lot of sentimental value."
The Missouri Botanic Gardens held their annual worldwide water lily pad weigh-off. More than 30 zoos from 9 countries around the world tried to see who could stack the most water on a lily pad. The winner was Florida Bok Tower Gardens, with a historic 183 pounds. What makes them so strong is their highly engineered network of radiating ribs and cross veins.
Summer is starting to cool down as the days pass, and the fall's starting to come upon us.
Yeah, I agree with that. Let's bring in Aubrey Jones for the weather updates.
Good morning, Cersei. Hi. Now let's get into those weather updates. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 91 and 24% chance of rain. Winds will be at southwest 8 miles per hour and humidity will be at 62%. Your sun has rose at 6:42 a.m. Now let's get into tonight. Tonight will be thunderstorms with a low of 62 and 53% chance of rain. Winds will be at north-northeast 7 miles per hour and humidity will be at 79%, and your sun will rise at 7:27 p.m. On to the almanac. The last 7 days average high of 91 and low of 56. Monthly average of rain is 1.56 and month to date is 0.17 inches. Now let's on to the 5cast. Saturday will be thunderstorms with a high of 74 and low of 62 and 54% chance of rain. Sunday will be partly cloudy with high of 80 and low of 60 with 15% chance of rain. Monday will be cloudy with a high of 81 and low of 61 with 24% chance of rain. Tuesday will be cloudy with a high of 83 and low of 65 with a 24% chance of rain. And Wednesday will be showers with 83, 60, low of 62 and 33% chance of rain. Looks like it will be raining all this week. Make sure to grab your umbrellas. Now sending it back to the anchors.
Thanks, Aubrey. Let's get into lunch.
Today for lunch we'll be having chicken Philly cheesesteak, classic cheese pizza, pepperoni and cheese calzone, fajita marinated chicken, classic chicken sandwich, barbecue ranch chicken wrap, and milk.
Ooh, that sounds good.
We have so many talented students here at Cersei. I want to know more about them.
Well then, let's send it over to Kat Berman with the Lion of the Week.
Welcome back to a new episode of Lion of the Week, and today we have a very special guest here today. Today I want to introduce you to Axon Willow.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Yep, welcome. Who will be telling us all about the One House event. So Axon, can you tell us about the One House event?
One House is a youth event for Wednesday churches where every youth student in White County is coming to one house at the PAC, and we'll have student preachers, student worship team, and prayer team.
Okay, and how did you get involved with the One House event?
So I just go to New Life Church, and my pastor ended up texting me saying, hey, would you like to speak at this big event? And I was like, yeah, I'd love to.
And why do you think it's so important for other students to come to this event?
I think it's very important because there could be that one student that doesn't know Jesus or God, and them seeing youth students, people their age, talking about God and talking about how they've experienced Jesus, and that could be like their seed planted.
Would you recommend the One House events to other students here at Cersei High School?
Yes, I would. I think it's great for any youth student because it's welcome 5th grade to all the way to 12th grade, and I think it's a great way to experience Jesus with people that are the same age as you.
Did you have any challenges when preparing for the One House event? If so, how did you fix them?
I was just having challenges with how to prepare a message because I never prepared a message, and I was really nervous about speaking in front of a ton of people my age and talking about what I've struggled with and stuff like that. But I just overcame it by just praying about it.
And finally, can anyone come to this event?
Oh yes, anybody that is 5th grade to 12th grade and goes to any youth church in Cersei.
Well, thank you, Axon. Well, Cersei, that's all the time we have in this week's Lion Week. I'm Kat Berman, senior back to our news anchors at the news desk.
Thanks, Kat. It's an interesting hearing all about unique students here at Cersei.
I know. I love hearing about the interesting stories.
We heard about football. I wonder what's up with our other sports.
Let's send it over to Bo with the sports updates.
Happy Friday, Cersei. I hope everybody had an amazing week. Now let's get into our local news. The SHS volleyball team played Harding Academy in a thrilling matchup. Cersei would start off hot, winning the first 2 sets and only needed 1 more to win. But Harding Academy came crawling back, winning the next 2 sets to make the match tied heading into the final set. It would be back and forth through the final minutes, and Cersei was able to prevail, scoring an ace to win the match. Our high school football team faced off against the Batesville Pioneers Friday night to start out the new season. Everyone expected the game to be tight, but that was not the case. The Lions' defense would start off the game hot, stopping the Pioneers to a 4th and down, leading to a bad snap causing Batesville to give up a safety, giving the Lions a 2-0 lead. The Lions would not let off the gas as the game would be a blowout where the Lions won 45-7, led by sophomore quarterback Jacob Miles, who despite only being a sophomore, showed extreme confidence in his first high school start. They will be at home tonight to face Valley View, trying to bounce back after the big loss they had against them last year. National news, Arkansas burst out of the gate with a dominant 52-7 win over Alabama A&M. Quarterback Taylon Green threw for 322 yards and a career-high 6 touchdown passes, tying for the second most scoring throws in a single game in program history. He spread the wealth, connecting with 5 different receivers. Omega Blake led the team with 7 receptions for 121 yards and a score, while C.J. Brown caught multiple touchdowns. Behind Green's production, Arkansas piled up 552 yards of total offense and 358 passing and 194 rushing on 76 plays, more than double Alabama A&M's 235 yards. Their offense was efficient, 9 of 14 on third down conversions, perfect in all 5 red zone trips, and no turnovers, a crisp performance that underlined Arkansas's dominance. Over in Tallahassee, Florida State upset number 8 Alabama 31-17 behind a balanced offense attack and a solid defense. Quarterback Tommy Castellanos registered 152 passing yards, added 78 on the ground with a rushing touchdown, showing no hesitation in his first home start. Alabama still moved the ball through the air with 254 passing yards and 2 touchdowns from Ty Simpson, but struggled significantly on the ground, totaling only 74 rushing yards on 29 carries. Finally, in a gritty showdown in Clemson, number 9 LSU edged out number 4 Clemson 17-10, powered by 354 total yards, 108 rushing, 246 passing, 37-10 in time of possession, and a crucial interception by defensive opportunism, highlighting LSU's defensive resilience late in the game. That's all the sports updates I have for you, Cersei. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Bo, and good luck, Cersei Lions.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, Cersei. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Cersei High Lion TV.
And also follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Cersei Lion TV, and on Facebook at Cersei High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Kaya.
And I'm Reagan. Have a good weekend, Cersei.